Alright, welcome everybody to another exciting video, Chess with Lutovazwe. You are chilling with me, Lutovazwe. I am recording this video at 20 past 2 in the morning. I'm trying to figure out a very good overlay, and this is how far I've come with the red lines and the squares and so yeah, we're just trying to make sure that Chess with Lutovazwe is better in terms of outlook, better in terms of content as well. I'm coming to you with another game that I managed to piece together, which I played at the Curro Rapid Tournament, which was held on the 13th of July 2024. Let's get to the game. This is a game that I'm playing with Ethan Ustazen, who is a soon-to-be 14-year-old, so he's a very young junior with a lot of promise in terms of even the way that he played against me as well. So yeah, we are in the Grunfeld opening, and I usually play queen on to b3, and sometimes this line sort of confuses players, as he also took a lot of time figuring out what to do after this move. So d takes c4, queen takes c4, castle, bishop f4, puts pressure on the c7 pawn, and he just either drops it or he is sacrificing it altogether. So queen takes and e3, and basically my idea is to reduce all of the pieces and to head to an endgame which would give me a pawn up. That's the idea. So knight b4 threatens c2, king d2. The king has to come into the center. And now rook on to c8 and a3 and knight d5. And here in this position, a bit of difficulty here, because if the bishop draws back, knight goes to c3, b takes c3, knight onto e4 would immediately regain the pawn. And if I should play bishop d3 with the idea of stopping the knight heading to e4, if the knights are exchanged, then this would amount to a double pawn, and this is a weakness that might be easily exploitable afterwards. So yeah, I did not like these variations, so I settled for this variation where he gets his knight on e4, my king has to drop back, and eventually my king again gets to come out, but it wastes a bit of time. By this time, his rooks have already doubled on the c file, and I have to fight against these rooks. So bishop c4 is played, which was the challenge move of the position. And now there's a few different ways to actually deal with this. Number one is to play knight onto e1. Basically, the idea of bishop c4 is trying to loosen the control of the c2 square so that you can allow a rook to enter on c2. So knight onto e1, keeping a c2 square would be an idea there, of which after bishop takes d3, you can take with the rook. But I settled for this continuation, allowing him to enter into c2, but I had calculated that he cannot really use the second rank to any effect. So after knight onto d5, bishop g5 f6, bishop onto h4, bishop h6, which puts pressure on the e3 square. I play bishop onto f2. So now everything is calm, and eventually in time I'll be pushing the pawn up to e4. So he plays a6, g3. And I think at this point he's supposed to play a5, trying to avoid the e4 push and make things difficult for me. But he just played rook onto c6, e4 is played, knight b6, and d5. And now, fortunately, the rook has to come out of the open file, which leaves this rook, which is easy to deal with, and I immediately get to deal with that rook. So rook takes, and now knight onto c4, and the king goes to c3, and this is basically a good position for the white pieces. Knight onto e5, f4, knight onto g4, bishop onto c5, takes the rook, by extension also the pawn, so he has to protect. And after h3, unfortunately, my opponent made a mistake. He went into f2 and left the piece. Unfortunately, he had to resign since he is losing a full piece without compensation. That's the end of the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and do check out the rest of the channel and the other videos that we have already posted. We'll be posting more as well. Much appreciated. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much, and peace.